The higher we soar, the smaller we appear to those who cannot fly. One must be a sea to receive a polluted stream without becoming impure. There is more wisdom in your body than in your deepest philosophy. He who climbs upon the highest mountains laughs at all tragedies, real or imaginary. Silence is worse. All truths that are kept silent become poisonous. One must have chaos within oneself to give birth to a dancing star. Close beside my knowledge lies my black ignorance. You look up when you wish to be exalted, and I look down because I am exalted. And once you are awake, you shall remain awake eternally. Become who you are. He who obeys does not listen to himself. I would only believe in a God who could dance. Of all that is written, I love only what a man has written in his own blood. It is true. We love life not because we are used to living, but because we are used to loving. But thus do I counsel you, my friends, distrust all in whom the impulse to punish is powerful. There is always some madness in love, but there is also always some reason in madness. You must be ready to burn yourself in your own flame. How could you rise anew if you have not first become ashes? I love those who do not know how to live, except by going under, for they are those who cross over. The lonely one offers his hand too quickly to whomever he encounters. Foolish is my happiness, and foolish things will it speak. It is still too young, so have patience with it. One repays a teacher badly if one always remains nothing but a pupil. I love him whose soul is so overfull that he forgets himself, and all things are in him. Thus all things become his going under. Slow is the experience of all deep fountains. Long have they to wait until they know what has fallen into their depths. The greatest events they are not noisiest but our stillest hours. The world revolves, not around the inventors of new noises, but around the inventors of new values. It revolves inaudibly. There they laugh. They do not understand me. I am not the mouth for these ears. He who cannot command himself should obey. And many can command themselves, but much is still lacking before they can obey themselves. In the end, one experiences only oneself. No shepherd in one herd. Everybody wants the same. Everybody is the same. Whoever feels different goes voluntarily into a madhouse. Write with blood, and you will find that blood is spirit. Life is hard to bear, but do not pretend to be so delicate. Our own brain, our own heart is our temple. The philosophy is kindness. The greatest day in your life and mine is when we take total responsibility for our attitudes. That's the day we truly grow up. When looking for wise words, the best ones often come from our elders. Life is not a problem to be solved, but a reality to be experienced. You've heard that it's wise to learn from experience, but it is wiser to learn from the experience of others. The sign of intelligence is that you are constantly wondering. Betrayal is about learning not to idealize external sources. What we think determines what happens to us, so if we want to change our lives, we need to stretch our minds. Some of us think holding on makes us strong, but sometimes it is letting go. They can betray me, but I choose not to betray my peace of mind. If you seek security in life, unknowingly you seek death. The only truly secure place is your grave. Life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you respond to it. But what I've discovered over time is that some of the wisest people I know have also been some of the most broken people. Trust can be lost within seconds, takes a lifetime to regain, and is never as strong again afterward. Peaceful and kind one monk is more valuable than violent and rude 10,000 men. Believe that life is worth living, and your belief will help create the fact. Beware the person who stabs you and tells the world they're the one who's bleeding. Love and compassion are necessities, not luxuries. Without them, humanity cannot survive. The only disability in life is a bad attitude. That was how dishonesty and betrayal started, not in big lies but in small secrets. Don't waste your time with explanations. People only hear what they want to hear. Do one thing at a time, and while doing it, put your whole soul into it to the exclusion of all else. Life isn't about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself. Trust is earned, respect is given, and loyalty is demonstrated. Betrayal of any one of those is to lose all three. No blame, no reasoning, no argument, just understanding. If you understand, and you show that you understand, you can love, and the situation will change. There is more to life than increasing its speed. Each of us experiences defeats in life. We can transform defeat into victory if we learn from life's whoopings. Once you embrace your value, it neutralizes when others think less of you. Ardently do today what must be done. Who knows? Tomorrow, death comes. Life is really simple, but we insist on making it complicated. No one can make you feel inferior without your consent. Rather know nothing than half know many things. Rather be a fool on one's own account than a wise man in the opinion of others. But the worst enemy you can meet will always be yourself. You lie in wait for yourself in caverns and forests. Rather know nothing than half know many things. Rather be a fool on one's own account than a wise man in the opinion of others. I overcame myself, the sufferer. I carried my own ashes to the mountains. I invented a brighter flame for myself. But by my love and hope I beseech you, do not throw away the hero in your soul. Keep sacred your highest hope. I am a forest and a night of dark trees, but he who is not afraid of my darkness will find banks full of roses under my cypresses. You great star! What would your happiness be had you not those for whom you shine? I change too quickly. My today refutes my yesterday. When I ascend, I often jump over steps, and no step forgives me that. In a dream, in the last dream of the morning, I stood in the foothills today beyond the world, held scales, and weighed the world. The real man wants two different things, danger and play. Therefore, he wants woman as the most dangerous plaything. The Creator seeks companions, not corpses, and not herds or believers either. The Creator seeks fellow creators, those who grave new values on new law tablets. Something unappeased, unappeasable, is within me. I fear you close by. I love you far away. Our faith in others betrays that we would rather have faith in ourselves. Disobedience, that is the nobility of slaves. I hate you most because you attract but are not strong enough to pull me to you. Loneliness is one thing, solitude is another. When a woman commands a man, it is a sign that the man is weak. You should seek your enemy, you should wage your war, a war for your opinions. And when your opinion is defeatedly, our honesty should still cry triumph over that. Untroubled, scornful, outrageous. That is how wisdom wants us to be. She is a woman and never loves anyone but a warrior. He whom the flame of jealousy encompasses will at last, like the scorpion, turn the poisoned sting against himself. When you realize nothing is lacking, the whole world belongs to you. Pain can change you, but that doesn't mean it has to be a bad change. Take that pain and turn it into wisdom. As rain falls equally on the just and the unjust, do not burden your heart with judgments, but rain your kindness equally on all. There are days I drop words of comfort on myself and remember that it is enough to be taken care of by myself. Our prime purpose in this life is to help others. And if you can't help them, at least don't hurt them. What you do and say lives on in the hearts and minds of others, to some degree, with a definite result or consequence. Everything that happens to us is the result of what we ourselves have thought, said, or done. Not being yourself is the worst form of self-disrespect. If your compassion does not include yourself, it is incomplete. There are three constants in life: change, choice, and principles. Love yourself first and everything else falls into line. Reading is one of the most important activities, which helps to educate genius and develop creative abilities. Though a fool spend all his life with wise men, he will know the truth no more than a spoon knows the taste of the soup. Love is the great miracle cure. Life is a series of natural and spontaneous changes. Don't resist them. That only creates sorrow. Let reality be reality. The choices that you have made have been because of what you believe to be true for yourselves. Sometimes you don't need to hear their excuses or what they have to say for themselves because their actions already spoke the truth. Every generation imagines itself to be more intelligent than the one that went before it, and wiser than the one that comes after it. Do not be afraid to let go of people who leave, otherwise new people will not come into your life. The secret of health for both mind and body is live the present moment wisely and earnestly. Cheating is directly linked to lack of intelligence, insecurity, low self-esteem, and an overall sense of unhappiness with one's own life. Life is just about believing in yourself, in your dreams. You are the dream. Change is the law of life, and those who look only to the past or present are certain to miss the future. The reward for conformity is that everyone likes you but yourself. When you discover something that nourishes your soul, care enough about yourself to make room for it.